Team, thank you for joining me for this week's Teen Adult Senior Black Belt Track. Let's get started. Everyone, natural stance, snap to attention, spread your feet, make a fist, cover your fist, close your eyes for a second, set your intention for today. We are in the season of habits. So we have habits that are good habits, things that move us toward our goals. We have habits that are not so good, that take us away from our goals. Think about which ones you have. Think about today, which habits you want to try and break. Which ones you're going to try and make yourself a little bit better. Open your eyes, breathe together, and curse it up. All right, team, relax stance. Everyone repeat after me. To build true confidence, I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. All right, team, back up to your natural stance. Team, attention. Tapping your right leg, step back and go iron. Okay, team, we're going to do a jab and a cross, and we're going to come right back. Ready, and go. It's going to be soup asa. Go, soup asa. Go, soup asa. Remember, see one, feel one as you're punching with the other hand in the guard all the way back. Ready, and go. Soup asa. Ready, go. Soup asa. Rotate your body as you do the cross. Ready, go. Soup asa. And go. Soup asa. One more team, and go. Soup asa. Quick team, switch sides. Go. From here, we're going to go jab and cross. Ready, and go. It's going to be soup asa. Rotating your body into it. Ready, go. Soup asa. Go, soup asa. Really want to pivot on that back foot, driving your knee into your front knee, rotating the hips to the front, maximize the power as we get body rotation. Ready, and go. Soup asa. Go, soup asa. Go, soup asa. And go. Soup asa. Everyone down on the floor, we're going to do mountain climbers. We're going to do straight leg mountain climbers. That means our legs are going to go up to the same shoulder. Right leg to right shoulder, left leg to left shoulder. All right, just 10 on each side. Ready? And go. It's going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And back on your feet. All right, team. Next round, jab, cross, knee. All right. Ready? Natural stance. Snap to attention. Tap on your right leg, step back. All right, team. Jab with the front, cross with the back. Hands come up into our guard. And we're driving the knee forward, right? Not upward, we're pushing our hips forward as we do our knee. Ready? And go. It's gonna be soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Remember, punching straight out, don't let the elbows flare. Ready? And go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Don't throw your legs down. Don't throw your arms down when you're doing the knee, right? Keep your arms up. Imagine you're controlling something. You grab you by the shoulders and you're driving your knee into it. Ready, hands are up. And go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. And switch, go. All right, front hand jab, back hand cross, back leg knee. Ready, team? And go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Keep your focus in the center. Ready, and go. Soup, soup, asa. Go. Soup, soup, asa. And go. Soup, soup, asa. All right, team, relax. Exercise is going to be still mountain climbers. We're going to do cross mountain line climbers or diagonal mountain climbers. What that means is our right leg comes up to my left shoulder, my left leg comes up to my right shoulder as we're doing our mountain climbers. Again, we're going to go 10 on each side. Ready, everyone down in mountain climber position. Right. And go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. And then back up. Awesome, team. Back out to your natural stance. For this round, team, what we're going to do is we're going to add our front leg roundhouse kick to it. So from our guarding stance, snap to attention, tap on your right leg, step back. Front leg roundhouse kick. Boom. Put your foot down, jab, cross, and then we'll finish with the knee. All right? Let's see a team, hands are up. Ready, and go. Soup, 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 aya. Ready, and go. Soup, 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 aya. Remember, we're striking with the instep, laces of the foot, even the shin, not the toes. Ready, and go. Soup, 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 aya. Ready, and go. Soup, 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 aya. Don't forget your chamber. Chamber comes up to the side. It's not coming up in an angle. Ready? And go. Soup, 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 aya. Go. Soup, 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 aya. And go. Soup, 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 aya. And switch, aya. All right. Same drill, just the other side. Front leg, roundhouse kick. Remember, chamber comes up first. Table chamber. You want to be able to balance a target, a plate, pillow, anything you have. You want to be able to balance in that chamber position. Snap the kick out, return it all the way back. Put your foot down. Jab, cross, and then knee as we're going into it. All right, team, ready? Hands are up. And go. It's going to be soup, 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 aya. All right. Try and maximize that dropping of the weight after you kick. That drop. Combine that with your punch to really get backup mass to add power to the punch. Ready? And go. Hoop, soup, soup, aya. And go. Soup, 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 aya. Don't let your hands drop now, team. Ready? And go. Soup, 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 aya. And go. Hoop, soup, soup, aya. And go. Hoop, soup, soup, aya. Last one, team. Go. Hoop, soup, soup, aya. All right, team. For our mountain climbers this time, we're going to combine our straight mountain climbers with our cross mountain climbers. What that means is we're going to go straight, straight, diagonal, and diagonal. All right, team, again, we're just doing 10. All right, team, right, everyone down. And go. It's going to be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And then back up. Natural stance. Everyone, let's gather in. Last week we talked about setting good habits. This week we're going to talk about how to break a not so good habit. To do that, we really just need to do the opposite. We need to identify the cue, the reward, and the response. Maybe you have the habit of snacking while you watch TV, but you want to have a health and fitness goal for this year. What can you do to remove the temptation of that snack? For me, it's not keeping the snack in the house. If I go into the cabinet and there aren't chips, I'm not going to drive to the store to buy them. Right? Reframing the reward is also helpful too. Yeah, the chips are good, but what are the long-term effects? Once you identify the cue and the reward, you can start to change the behavior. Your challenge this week is to think of a habit you want to change and start to see if you can change your cue and think differently about the reward. All right, team, let's get back to our natural stance.
So this technique is mount control. So the idea is, Mr. M is my friend, and I just either need to keep myself safe or him safe until someone can come and help us, whether that's a parent, a teacher, a lunch aide, whoever. So Mr. M's on his back. I'm going to be on top of the mount position, and what I'm going to do is get my chest flat, arms out, it's airplane arms, and I hook the ankles, grapevine legs, and I just hold there. So what it looks like without Mr. M, I'm on top, so first things first, chest comes all the way down, arms come out, head comes sideways, and then it's going to be ankle, ankle. So one more time, if Mr. M's on the ground. So remember, my job is to keep Mr. M safe until help comes, right? So chest goes flat, head goes sideways, airplane arms, and I'm going to hook into those ankles and just hold in that position. So team, that technique is mount control.
Hey team, the self-defense for this week is a two-hand push. The idea is someone's coming here and pushing us here. This often is followed by a push, followed by a punch, or another push, but the one we're worried about is that push and punch fall combination. So what's going to happen is they go to push, they're pushing me back. As they push me back, the natural response is we don't want to fall over, we're going to step back. I'll step back with my left leg. As I do this, I'm going to step back with my left leg, leave my right leg out front. I'm going to bring my hands up, and I'm going to try and crane down or smash down on top of their hand. Crane down is going to be a little more effective as I do this because it has a little more of a ridge. It's going to strike down and push their hands down. But as they're pushing, we're trying to get their hands to go forward, down and forward. Be careful, their head's going to go down and forward as well. You need to make sure you keep your back straight because if your head goes forward as their head goes forward, you might hit in the middle. You want that to happen. All right, so again, they're pushing me. As they go to push, I simply step back, and I crane down, and I shuffle back into a cat stance. As I do this, it gives me the opportunity to do a front kick if I want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just from here, I'm just going to really quickly just lunge in for a jab, lunge in for a cross. So let's look at this from the front. This is our two-hand push. So kind of minding your own business. They start pushing us. We step back, crane down, shift our weight in, jab, shift our weight in, cross, and then cover out, stop, stay back. And team, as we're doing this, if they push and my hands, and I step back and my hands are coming up to do the crane and they're following in with that punch, I'm already in a position to block myself, right? Crane down, the arms are down, no longer have to worry about that, right? From here, if I do my jab, boom, my hand comes back up to my guard in case they're punching, right? Or maybe I grab their arm, right? Maybe I grab their arm, pulling it in as I punch with it. But you think about that hand, it's got to be doing something. It's not going to just hang there limply. All right, one more time, team. I'm going to do it from the side. Two-hand push. Right, step back, crane, boom. Jab cross, cover out, stop, way back as we move away. So keep in mind as you're doing this, team, two-hand push, that requires you to be close to the person from the push you. Someone's yelling at you, someone's in a hostile situation. That one of the best things to do is simply step back. If someone's standing right here and arms reach for me and they're yelling at me, hands are up and I back up a little bit, I can still have a conversation with them. They are not likely to push me from that distance or less, not without telegraphing a great deal because I have to get a run for it, right? So if I can get 3, 4, 5 feet between myself and the person who's yelling at me, the likelihood of a physical confrontation is going to drop drastically. If I can put an obstruction between myself and that person, again, the likelihood of there being a physical confrontation is going to be much less likely. The self-defense aspects, the control, the crane, the punches are all there for when everything else steps. Back to your natural stance. Self-defense for this week is a straight wrist grab. The idea is someone reaching across with their left hand and grabbing your right wrist, or their right hand grabbing your left wrist. We'll demonstrate today as if they're grabbing my right wrist. So I'll mirror this for you. So they reach out, they grab hold of your right wrist. What we want to do is we're going to escape by working that gap between their thumb and their index finger. So how we're going to do that is we're going to step forward to the outside. As we step forward to the outside, my arm's not really moving too much, but I'm going to pivot my body. So I'm not trying to pull the hand back as I'm doing this. I'm trying to create leverage as I step in, driving my elbow toward them, torquing my hand out. So they grab hold of my wrist. As they do, I just step in, boom. I pop my hand, bring my elbow in, pop my hand by turning my hand sideways, going for that gap between their index finger and their thumb. And as I move, I'm going to pop it out from here. Then I'm going to back knuckle into their face. Right. I'm going to punch. And then I'm just going to cover out. I'm going to stop, stay back. Okay. Let's look at this again. I'll do it from the side. So this time I'll use with my right hand. They grab my right hand. I step forward with my right leg as I do. My arm stays here. And I rotate in. As I rotate in, my hand turns sideways, comes out, popping through their thumb and index finger. From here, I will back knuckle in and reverse punch. The other thing is just small nuances here. They grab hold, my hands sit closed, my wrist tends to contract a little bit. Open your hands up, expand your wrist a little bit, like not very much, but it might make a difference, right? So we're gonna open our hand. As I step in, my thumb turns to the side, and I'm coming around. I'm coming in, boom, and I'm driving with my hips, getting my elbow into it. From here, rotate back. Back knuckle, reverse punch. The more you rotate as you step in, the more pressure you're putting on that hand, that grip, to pop your hand out, reverse punch, counter, and stop, stay back. All right, team. That is our straight right wrist grab. Our self-defense will be a two-hand choke from the front. So if the two-hand choke from the front, someone's coming up and they're choking you, both hands right here. What we're going to do first is we're going to anchor onto them. So as they come up, we're going to bring our hands up and we're going to drop them on, trying to, if we can, push their arms down. Awesome, great, you're already free. But the reality of the situation, you're probably going to hit and you're not going to get a lot of leverage on here. You're just going to get a chance to lock yourself down, which is fine, because what we're really going to do is we're going to kick to their knee or to their groin, or if they're closer, we might do a knee with it. So depending on the distance, You might do front kick to the groin, so anchor, kick to the groin, or anchor, take out the knee. Either one of those are going to be okay strikes. If they're in really close, they got you here and their arms are, if their arms are straight out like this, kicking is going to work a little bit better for you. If their arms are bent, they're in close, you're probably going to anchor, their already hands are where you want them to be, and you're going to drive that knee into them. So for our purposes, we're going to assume as soon as they grabbed us, they pushed out like this, they got their arms out here pushed out, we're going to try and anchor them down and kick, and we'll kick to the groin. All right? So from here, it's our two-hand choke from the front. They're coming out. Our fingers are together. Our thumbs on the same side of our fingers. We're going to anchor down. Same time, we're going to kick to the groin. From here, we're going to drop our weight in, and we're going to strike to the face and strike to the face. You can punch, or what I prefer to do, especially in close range, is I'll heel palm to the face. I'll heel palm to the face, striking to the nose, striking center face as much as I can. All right, so let's do this from the front. So our two-hand choke from the front. So again, first thing we're going to do is we're going to anchor down. As we anchor down, kick to the groin, drop our weight in, heel palm to the face or punch to the face, punch to the face or heel palm to the face, and then we're going to try and push to cover out. All right. So team, there's no limit to the number of times you can continue punching. If you hit once and that's sufficient, perfect, you're done. If you need to hit 3 or 4 times, that's okay as well. If they're in close, you might find as you're stepping in that an elbow strike might work a little bit better. Adjust for the distance between yourself and your opponent. And this is a dynamic situation you need to adjust for. So again, going from the front, two-hand stroke from the front, we're going to anchor down, kick to the groin, drop our weight forward, we're going to strike, and then we're going to get out of there, stop, stay back as we try and get away from it. All right, team. That's our two-hand choke from the front. Team, this is part 6 of the tiger, the last part of tiger. So if you remember from previous exercises, we just did our forearm smash, heel palm into our heel palm. We're spinning around, drop, and we come back into our guard. That's going to be our reset point right here. So I'm going to move a little bit closer to the center. So we're going to be right here in our reset. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a back knuckle, followed by a reverse punch, followed by a punch, vertical fist punch coming up as we do a left rising block, open hand. So let's do that part again. So our reset points right here. So it's going to be 1, 2, shift back, 3. From here, open your right hand up, you're going to go down, low tension move, open hand, breathing through it, up to your left shoulder, chop out. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Hand comes out, low tension move, and chop. Right, so back to the beginning, back to our reset. End of section 5 is right here. 6, back knuckle, reverse punch, back to our horse stance as we do a left rising block, right vertical fist. We're going to do our scoop chop down, chop to the front, scoop chop down, chop to the front. Left leg steps forward, right hand punches. From here, right leg steps forward, drop into horse stance, elbow up, rake down. So let's go back to our reset point. Again, we're right here, in our guard, neutral position, and back knuckle, reverse punch, rising block punch, scoop. Hey. Hey. From here, step in, punch, step into horse stance, elbow strike, rake down. Universal blocks to the right and left from here. So right hand drops to a downward block, left hand drops to a forward block. As we rotate, elbows are close together. Now we do it the other side. Right here. So let's go back and reset. Get back to our reset position. So 1 is our back knuckle, 2 is our punch, 3 is our block followed with a punch, 4, scoop, chop, 5, scoop, chop, 6, step in, left leg, right hand punch, 7, feet coming into a horse stance, right elbow, left rake, 8, shift to your side, universal block, 9, shift to your side, universal block, 10, right leg steps back, left foot goes into a cat stance. My left hand is going to come up to a throat strike. My right hand is circling around and coming in for an eye dart. So hitting here and I'm coming up, gouging the eyes and pulling apart. So let's look at that last move just one more time. So we just did our universal block, step back, circle around, and strike. All right, let's go back to our reset point. We're almost there, team. All right, so we're in our guard, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From here, 10. Step back into our cat stance. Throat and eyes. 11. Feet come back together. Left hand opens up. Right hand comes in. Hammer fist. Right hand hammer fist into your palm. Bring your hands back. Roll them back. And then our salutation to end the kata. Right leg steps in. Right hand comes up. Left leg steps in. Step back. Feet together. And reset. All right. I'll do that one more time. I'll do it from the side. So we're right here. Our reset point. So back knuckle, reverse punch, block, and punch. Scoot down. Chop. Scoot down. And chop. Step in. Punch with the right hand. Horse stance. Right elbow, right rake. Right side universal block. Left side universal block. Right leg steps back. We're in on our cat stance. Hand comes up. And we're thrusting in to the neck, to the eyes. From here, feet come together. Pump, back knuckle into my palm. Roll the fists back to your hips. And then finish with your kata. That is Tiger Part 6. Thank you very much for joining me for this week's adult class. So remember, if you are working for your third strike, you are going to need to submit the 3 self-defense techniques or this final section of your kata to your on-demand coach to make sure you can get your next strike. Also, if you are a black belt student working on Tiger, do a full video of your kata for your final review. All right, everyone, show your natural stance. Snap to attention. Face front and bow. Back out to your natural stance. Everyone have a great week. Baby, see ya.